Hello beautiful ones, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Joseph. This channel is called The House of Joseph. This house isn't actually mine, but doesn't matter beautiful ones, does it? Not quite over the old cold now, even though it's been 2 weeks. Still got a runny nose, still keep sneezing, still getting through hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of tissues. You didn't need to know that really though, did you beautiful ones? In all honesty, did you need to know that? No, you so didn't. So what will we be talking about today? I felt today, because I am still quite poorly, in fact I'm very, very poorly still, sweating all day at work and, you know, rushing home to film videos for my beautiful ones out there. It's a dog's life, but someone's got to know. I'm kidding, it's so not. I just love filming for YouTube and obviously being out and about in the environs of Hereford. I see stuff on a daily basis, which I've just got to film for you beautiful ones. Do you know what I mean? Why has the camera just suddenly decided to jolt? Buggering thing. I'll have to just rectify that situation. If it's okay with you, my beautiful, beautiful people out there, do you mind if we just do a relaxed tutorial today? A very laid back sort of, you know, impromptu kind of affair. One of the sort of things I'm best at really. So I have myself a nice mug of tea, steaming cup of Rosy Lee. So go and get yourselves one, go and get your slippers, put your heating on because it is very, very cold in England today. And I'm going to be talking you through all of my beauty purchases recently. Amanda Young, if you're watching, got some good news for you. I've been to B&M. I'll try and insert a little bit of an intro to the B&M experience, which I had today. But I went there. Shall I start with those first? Why not? So in B&M, the first purchase I made today was a bottle of Legend. What's this called? Legend Lasting Wear Foundation. Can you see that? And this is in shade Fresh Beige. This is a dupe of Estee Lauder's double wear foundation, I believe. Anyway, it's very, very similar glass bottle. Can you hear the tap tap? There's no information on this at all, other than it just says it's a long wear foundation on the back. Very, very difficult to establish the shade of this foundation in the shop because they didn't have that many of these. Although I did get really excited when I realised this was a dupe of Estee Lauder's double wear. Nowhere near as full of coverage as that foundation as it goes, but it doesn't matter because it's a B&M and this costs £2.99 and there's 30 mils there. And as I said, that's in shade Fresh Beige, so that's my first purchase. Reviewing that tomorrow or possibly Tuesday, because today is Sunday, who knows? Right, should we move on to the next item, guys? Again from B&M. This is called the Snow, what's it called? Snow Floor. Start that again. The next item, guys, I got from B&M this morning was this one, and this is called the Snow, I don't know if you can see that one, I'm so sorry. There you can see that, can't you? Snow Flawless Foundation. This is a hydrating foundation. This is in shade Classic Beige, I think. Natural Beige, in fact, so nothing classic about that at all. Remember, natural beige, not classic beige, guys. And this has got quite a strong pink tone to it. Again, I'm just knocking stuff over to my right, to my left, which will appear right. Doesn't matter, does it? No, so it doesn't. But I was just going to say, this has got a strong pink tone to it. You can see that, can't you? And that's going to be pretty good for my skin. I imagine it's quite a light sheer foundation. Why I'm deciding that at this precise minute, I don't know. I've got nothing to go on that, but hydrating foundations, because they tend to hydrating foundations tend to substitute coverage for the hydration in the formulation. So that's why I imagine that this Snow Flawless foundation wouldn't be the thickest or the fullest coverage foundation in the world. Again, £2.99, and I'm hoping there's a pump in there. Yep, nice little pump. Again, 30 mils, and again £2.99 from B&M. So Amanda Young, thank you so much. Amanda's been asking me for ages and ages and ages if I would mind reviewing the Legend Lasting Wear Foundation. Sadly, unfortunately, in Ely, the place I moved from just over 2 weeks ago, we didn't used to have a B&M there, although from this month onwards, Wilko's has been just bought out by B&M, so man's waffling severely. Might have to put a waffle one in here. It's been known before, will be known again, guys. So shall I show you my next item? This one I'm pretty excited about because I haven't seen this online, or I don't know if there are any reviews for this one on YouTube, but there will be when I've finished this. Well, shall I just show you what it is? It's called Max Factor CC Colour Correcting Clean. And this just grabbed me. This was £3.99, and that's again 30 mils. It's in shade light, 03 light. So I'm assuming the 0 denotes the fact that there are 2 shades before that, possibly 00 clear and 01 clear, 02 fair, and then the light. And I don't know how many shades they do in this. It's not on the website. It's nowhere. So, and there are loads of claims on the back there, but I won't review that. Sorry, itchy beard again. I won't review him today. These are just my latest purchases for you guys to decide whether you want to see upcoming videos or not, because I get that not all of you will want to see a 50-year-old man going on about foundations that he's bought, you know, cut price and so and so. The next time I'm pretty excited about. This is called the Stretch Concealer Correcteur, or Correcteur, however they French say it. I haven't got a clue. This was £1.99. I think, again, I got this from Bodycare. So we're moving away from the B&M selections now, or purchases now, into, we're going back to the Bodycare, the best shop in Hereford, or the world, in fact. And this was, as I said, this was £1.99, I think. Please don't quote me on that, but I'll definitely find that out and pop it down here if I'm wrong. But if I'm right, it remains at £1.99. That's okay. And this is a this has got some funny claims in it, because I've actually thrown the box away now. My bad, I get that, guys. I should have kept the box, but I can remember the claims because, unlike David, I don't have a photographic memory. The man's a genius. He is so clever. But this video is not about David. It's about purchases, isn't it? What was I saying? Yeah, that's right. That the box, I've memorised most of the claims on it, and it said that flexible microwaves produce some kind of an elastoma effect or an elastomer effect on the skin. I also remember that it didn't have any silicones in. This is a mineral oil based corrector or concealer, and also the shade is in warm tan, where I need something quite cool or light. So why I went and got warm tan isn't anyone's guess, really, isn't it, beautiful ones? Apart from the fact that was the only shade they had in Bodycare. Had hundreds of these, and I was rifling through them trying to find a light, cool one, or a cool rose or something like that, just to try and blend in with, you know, my English, Welsh Celtic chops. Because I'm not English, I am in fact Welsh. The Welsh apparently hate it here in Hereford. Did you know that, guys? I didn't know that. So you've got to walk around pretending you're English even though you're not. But no, I'm kidding. It's not as bad as that. But historically, the English have been very, what's the word, territorial about being English, because Hereford is very, very much on the border between England and Wales. FYI and all of that. Back to the Stretch Concealer. This is by Technic, and it's the colour is. It's had my finger in there because obviously I couldn't wait to get it home, and the box is somewhere in the bin perhaps. Or if I managed to have a shave between this and the last video, can you see it's just there on the tip of that finger? So I don't think that it's going to be that yellow, although it did say it was called warm tan, didn't it? It's going to just disappear into my my skin. Like hideous putty. Do you remember plasticine? Did any of you play with plasticine as children? I didn't, because I can't remember why, but I didn't. So maybe I did at play school, but I think that has basically disappeared into my skin now, hasn't it? So again, titles of beauty products can be very, very misleading, because that's quite, my skin has got very, very cool undertones, and it's very, very pale too, as you can see. This was called warm tan, so if they have testers in the shop, do try these things on. Going by the title of stuff can be really, really, really misleading, is what I'm trying to say, my usual waffly, rambly way. But I think that demonstrates perfectly, doesn't it, that something which is supposed to be warm tan, so isn't. But anyway, so it's got nothing to do with microwaves, as in microwaves which heat your food that you put into a microwave oven. I assume what they mean is that the microwaves are like tiny little those sort of microwaves, you know what I mean, like micro waves, I guess. Best way to describe it, really, isn't it? For a man who's still quite poorly, guys. I am still really, really poorly. Okay, not that poorly, and man's outside washing something. It's not his car. I don't know what he's washing. Probably his exterior of his entire house. That's what that noise is. That high-pitched jetty sort of noise. Very annoying, very inconsiderate. Starting to hate the neighbours. No, I'm not, I was so not, but you know what I mean. So how are you all, guys? You want to have a quick celebrity? Hope you're all okay, beautiful ones. I really, really do. Hereford is oh wow, it's an incredible place. And not good incredible, but not bad incredible either, if that makes sense. I mean, the people here are just blow your mind, and not in the best way. But again, conversely, not in the bad, not in the worst way either, because just when you're despairing and you think you've had enough of audience, something really, really lovely happens. Like the other day, I've been at work and I was walking home and I was really, really, really fed up because, for reasons which I won't go into right now, but I walked past this old lady and she just started chatting to me. She was so, so sweet, you know what I mean? And she was 85 or something, and she didn't have to speak to me, but so that restored my faith in humanity. Again, is cutting the long story, very, very long story short. Shall I show you the next product? Okay. So we're going horribly wrong. David's going to kill me when he sees this. He's asked me explicitly not to film any more foundation. This isn't a foundation review though, is it? Because that's actually a concealer. And I'm not actually putting any foundation onto my skin at the minute, am I? No, I'm so not. So the next product is called Technic Luminous Glow. And this, again, is from Bodycare. £2.99, I think I paid for this. This is in shade, there's no shade on this. I think it was something like a Crew, EECRU, which I don't know what that means, but if anyone out there knows what a Crew is or means, could you please let me know in the comments? That would be very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. So good, everyone. Yeah, this is called Luminous Glow Foundation, and it's called Demi Matte Foundation. You can see that there, can't you? Again, going very, very much by eye. Put the lid on him properly because I'm particularly anal about loose lids, etc. So on and so forth. Right, another celebrity. I'm starting to get a bit parched. It's getting very spitting feathers. Getting a bit difficult speaking to you now, beautiful. It's so not, but I'll speed that by up, shall I? You don't want to see me sat there guzzling gallons of tea, do you? I've been drinking coffee up until yesterday or the day before, at which point I decided that I was feeling like a strung out pheasant or a zebedee or something off the magic roundabout. So I took the executive or executive decision to, shall I stop that? Shall I stop that right now? Okay, stopping, beautiful ones. I took the executive decision to switch back onto tea, which is all I drank in Ely. I'd have a cup of coffee maybe once a month, if that. And I used to drink buckets and buckets and buckets of tea. So perhaps that's why I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself again now that I'm consuming so much tea and tannins and all of those stuff which is inherent in tea. Shall I stop moaning and waffling? Shall I stop that right now, guys? Shall I? Okay, stop it. Feeling naughty. So this is a Luminous foundation, as its title infers, Luminous Glow. And again, we're into the same issues we had with the 3-in-1 canvas, aren't we? It's going to be way, way, way too yellow for my chops, but we've got to try these things, haven't we, guys? I mean, that was £2.99, I'm sure, possibly even less, possibly £2.49. And by the way, guys, I must apologise about the, where's the Technic canvas? Make sure I get it the right way around. The Technic 3-in-1 canvas thing was £2.99. I know in my video, which I'll link into the description here, I know in that video I kept saying that it was £3.49, where it was in fact £2.99. So, and it got the green seal of approval by the House of Joseph, didn't it? It did. Right, so we've got 3 more things to show you. I've got 3, because there's only me here. There is only me. The House of Joseph is just me. There's not a team of people running around picking up my tissues or dusting behind me or simpering behind me or doing anything like that. But oops, just move these out of the way because they're blocking the light. My bad, guys. So many foundations. David's going to go spare when he finds out I've shot this video. He just said to me the other day, do I mind not filming any makeup videos in his house? I thought, well, it's my reason for being, it's my raison d'etre. That's what my channel's all about. Although he did say to me later that you beautiful ones out there watch me for my personality and not for the fact that I'm trying to inculcate you into the ways of makeup application, which is so sweet of him, although I'm not entirely taken with that or believe that anyway, but I don't know. Right now, so this is the next item I got. This was at £2.99. This is called the Colourfix Technic again, and again from Bodycare. Technic Colourfix, and this is a cream foundation contour palette, which it says there. And there are 8 shades, some from very, very light, like that one there, to very dark, like that one there. That's quite a cool toned contouring. And these are creams as well, guys. I should have said that, shouldn't I? Just take this sellotape off. I have to speed this bit up as well. Won't I? Yeah, I so will. Oh, it's like getting into bloody full box, right? Okay, and as you can see, that is a pristine pad. Can you see none of those have been used or have any fingerprints on them at all from this 50-year-old man who's been dying to get his fingers into these. But which one do you want me to look at today, guys? I'd say that that one or that one look pretty darn close to my pink chops. Or that one. Can you see that I've just moved that itchy moustache again? Now I've moved that out of the glare of the studio light. That one's probably the most promising, isn't it? And I guess because again these aren't silicone based, these are, hang on, what are these? Synthetic wax and something called ozekerite. Never come across that before, and I'm a skincare formulator as well as a makeup artist. Ozekerite sounds like something from Mars, doesn't it, guys? It does, or something which could actually in fact kill Superman, although that's kryptonite, not ozekerite. I get that. My bad, beautiful ones. So should we, and what we can do with these is we can mix these up on the back of my hand, maybe mixing some with some primer or something to shear them down. But should I just shut up and get some of that? And there's no shades on these either, so wow, it does feel incredibly creamy. Pretty full coverage, I imagine. Can you see that on that finger there? And I'll put some on my nose this time just so we can see. Again, that same sort of putty smell that the Technic Stretch Concealer, which I'm dying to review. I'll review that next for you guys if you want me to. It's just the price of it was just so cheap, and oh, that's quite a nice match, isn't it? Okay, so, and as I was just saying, you know, we can blend our own foundations to exactly match our skin tone, can't we, guys? We can. There's some cool shades in there, some neutral shades and some warm shades as well. So just looking at the time because I have to leave soon to go and meet David from work, which is fine because we're meeting in Costa's today. We've been meeting outside Waitrose, which is quite a posh supermarket in England. Although, why are we meeting outside Costa's today? Today's Sunday. Figure it out, guys. I don't really know. I'm feeling a bit poorly now. So flagging. A man is actually starting to flag. So let's have a quick inspection of that. That lot on the old schnufter. No, it feels a little bit cheap, if I'm honest with you. A little bit cheap, a little bit nasty. But £3.99. You can't expect miracles for £3.99, can you guys? And if push comes to shove, that could be quite a nice concealing set, couldn't it? It could. It could be, indeed it could. Right, should we move on swiftly to the next item? And only this one and then the last item. This one I was particularly excited about. This is called the, again by Technic. Again, I got this in Bodycare. £1.99 I think I paid for this one. And this is called Foundation Balm. And this is a cream foundation. It says so there. Or Fondant Creme. And on the back it says a full coverage, long wear, water resistant formula that leaves skin feeling hydrated and silky smooth. This is in shade Oat Milk, which it says so there. Again, possibly a little bit too yellow for my skin tone. Again, this was the only one that they had in Bodycare. I think, anyway, could be wrong, but they all look exactly the same. They all look identical in the shop, so do you know what I mean? So try and get him open. How am I going to manage to do that? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it just suddenly just opens by itself. So as you can see, I've already been playing with this. Oh, it's mine. I can do what I want with it, can't I, guys? And it is like a balm. You don't need very much of this at all. Way too pale, isn't it? And this time I'll put some of him. So just do a strip down there. Why not? does feel quite silky though, although it hasn't got any silicones in it either. This is very similar to the palette I've just shown you, as in it's a wax-based formulation, I think. Let me just double check that, and I'll get back to you guys, because I could be giving you misinformation, or I could just be lying to you, couldn't I? Very pale though, isn't it, guys? Very pale. Nice finish. I'll just check the to see whether it's silicone based or not. Hasn't got any ingredients on it. No ingredients on that at all. So that's breaching about 1,000 EU laws at the minute, and that arrow down there does not indicate that that's a peel up label, because it's just not. It's not thick enough to be a peel up label. There are no ingredients on this at all. Just let me double check. No ingredients on that at all, guys. So again, it could be silicone based, although it feels pretty waxy to me. So a little bit of that does go quite nicely. It goes quite a long way though, doesn't it? And as you can see, it is perfecting that area there, which I've just put onto my chops, isn't it? Right, shall I stop waffling and talk to you about my last item which I got, which I'll probably put some of him on my forehead. This last item, again, is from Bodycare, again by Technic, and this is called Colourfix 2-in-1 foundation. This is just a cream and powder info. Wow, so I just saw that area there with that balm, full coverage balm's been on. They're very ghost-like, very Casper, isn't it? Yeah, so is, okay. So beautiful ones. The last item I'm going to talk to you about today is Technic's Colourfix 2-in-1 foundation. This is a cream and a powder in one, I believe. And I'll just show it. It's in shade Biscuit. So there's the top. Way too pale, way off, aren't we, guys? And I believe that because it's all, can you see, it's all security sealed until you just can't get into the thing anymore, especially when you're feeling poorly, do you know what I mean? And you shouldn't be at work anyway when you're feeling poorly, should you guys? But people have got to work, haven't they, guys? You do have to work even though you're feeling like death warmed up or at death's door. Oh, bloody hell. How are you supposed to get out? Right, okay. Here we go. We'll get there in a minute, guys. We so will. Right. That was a nightmare to get into, I can safely say. So, this is the, comes with a nice mirror, I guess you could call that quite a nice mirror. So that's my studio light, and shall I shine it down there so you're not being blinded by all my technology I used to film YouTube for, or with, in fact. So that's way too pale, isn't it? But I don't know whether that's the pressed powder or what. Ah, okay. So that is the top layer. There's a powder in there. Again, £2.99. You can't go wrong, guys, can you? And that's the foundation part. So it's a cream foundation on the bottom layer and a pressed powder on the top layer. And I imagine that if we go down, third layer is sponge. So that is pretty good value, isn't it, guys? That is amazing value. That is, it just is. So, wow, I just get continuously blown away. So shall I put a little bit of him on? And this is, as I said, this is in shade Biscuit. They had 3 or 4 shades. They had a crew, oat milk, and so on and so forth. But oat milk's done that to me, way too pale. But I've got high hopes for this one, so we'll just do a little bit of the sponge. Feels very. This is giving me vibes of Bourgeois in the 1990s. Did quite a nice. I can't remember what it's called. But I'll try and find out what it was called and pop it down here somewhere for you guys to see. But can you see that? Over there. That looks quite promising, doesn't it? That looks really pink to me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I was saying, wasn't I? But Bourgeois did this really, really nice. It was in sort of like that sort of shaped compact, although it wasn't a powder and a cream foundation in one. It was just a cream foundation, powder cream foundation, and it was in a sort of like a corally pink sort of version of that, although that's black. The Bourgeois one, I think it's something like £4, and that's what this reminds me of anyway. Shall I stop? Shall I just stop that right now? Okay, that goes on really nicely. And you could just slip this into your pocket or your bags. These videos are all unsponsored, by the way, beautiful ones. I've just realised I'm showing you all of this stuff, and you must be out there thinking, how much is this man being paid to share all of these beauty items? None of these items are sponsored. None of my videos are sponsored yet, because I just haven't found anything which I think you guys would benefit from learning about. And until that happens, I will maintain that philosophy. Wow, look at that forehead, guys. Beautiful, isn't it? Natural, and yet. I'll just find out whether these are silicone based or not. Talc, dimethicone and foundation, synthetic wax, blah, blah, blah. No, you see the foundation's wax base, the same as the foundation balm, although they look totally different in my opinion. That one looks a bit waxy, it feels really, really, really waxy and dense on the skin, whereas that one's just totally disappeared. I won't use the powder today, guys, because I've got to go meet David in about, it's 25 to 2, and I'll probably leave here about 3 o'clock. So I've got an hour and a bit overnight, so yeah, keep slumping down, don't I? Just stop that, okay, stopping now. Right, guys, so that's my my haul so far. If you want me to, sorry, just sniffing again. If you would like me to, so beautiful people, my wonderful, lovely family, YouTube family out there, that's my my beauty haul from B&M and Bodycare, done and dusted. What I've got so far, and I'll review each item individually, possibly the Max Factor one first. I'm just desperate to get my hands on that, and then the Stretch concealer, or vice, you know, the other way around. And then, but I'll make sure I review each item individually. And in the meantime, I'll find new ways to apply them to face or body, or face really, isn't it? Yeah, because we don't really tend to slap foundation on our bodies. Some people do, I get that, guys, although I'm liking that though, the forehead, not the cheek. The cheek looks very, very waxy to me, I've already said that, right? But that's really nice, isn't it? That is, so that could be the best product I've got so far, couldn't it? The Colourfix 2-in-1 foundation, bugger, it's a bloody nuisance to get into though. And then it just suddenly opens, it's incredible, isn't it? Right, guys, I'm going to go and go upstairs and go and cry myself to sleep now, because I'm so tired and my back's killing me and I'm full of cold and I'm just not very well, guys, am I? I'm just such a poorly old man. I'm so not. Yeah, and I'll go meet David from work, and in my blue Wix's t-shirt, very funky shade of electric blue, isn't it, guys? Yeah, it so is. Although I'm wearing a black Wix long sleeve jacket over the top and zipping it up, just so you know, so that I'm not recognised by anyone out there. Who would recognise me anyway? I'm not that famous, and even if they did recognise me, would me being in a Wix polo shirt or even a Wix long sleeve black jacket covering up electric blue polo shirt make a blind bit of difference to anyone? I doubt it. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys? Okay, I better go now, guys. I do remember I do love you all very, very much. And one day I will get this whole business sorted about the background, and yep, sorry it's just so makeshift at the minute, but that is how things are for the time being. And thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. It means the world to me, and what your support means the world to me. It always has done and it always will do. The House of Joseph is a year old this month, and it wouldn't be a channel without you guys. So, you know, I take my hat off to you and I say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. And do remember, I love each and every one of you very much, and you're always in my thoughts. Okay, guys, have a wonderful Sunday and a brilliant week, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.